Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's fine. It's okay. It's good. Everything's fine here. Nothing to see. Hey, honey?
Right, yeah.
That was dumb. That was dumb. Every tool's a hammer. Unless it's a screwdriver, then it's a chisel.
We need a torch. Hate that nut.
We're not doing that. Because it ain't built till it's overbuilt. Don't force it. Get a bigger hammer. Every day's a school day. You still love me?
Yeah, I mean, you're doing it for me.
That's the spirit. Good news is the island is all done, painted, ready for the new countertops, which are supposed to be here in a couple days. Floor's done. More good news. I think that's where the good news ends. Now we're tearing off the old backsplash that my wife loved and said, "Oh, that's great. It's perfect. We'll keep it forever and ever." Anyway, we're just wrecking stuff. Because of course the backsplash is tiled on like brick veneer, and it's tiled on. It doesn't come off. I did a real nice job putting that on. So I'm just having to cut out chunks of drywall, rip the whole mess down, redo the, you know how it goes. If you've seen my videos, you know how this always just plays out. Think about the hardest it could possibly be, and then it gets a little bit harder than that halfway through. We're about halfway through.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, welcome back to the channel. No, did it again. Sometimes the project just goes on so long and I don't make any videos. I'm sorry, okay? I meant to bring you along, and here we are. Welcome to my wife's new kitchen. That's her in the background making all that noise. So this project is, there's a few little things, but it's pretty much done, all done. I guess the thing to do is to just take you for a walk around and show you what you missed. It's pretty cool. It's nice, and my wife is. Are you happy, honey? She loves it. So she's happy, and that's an important key. Let me just show you how this all went. All right, so look who showed up. Just in time. Get it? That's a clock joke. This, this project is, I'm trying to remember where in the beginning of this video, we were tearing off the old backsplash. Countertops weren't done yet. Cabinets, I think, were somewhat finished. But some things changed. I talked my wife into a pot filler, which she wasn't sure about. And she's always wanted a microwave over the stove, so we went ahead and took the cabinet that was up there, cut it down, made I took the old hinges and, made it work. So now she has that. Another thing we did that we hadn't really planned on was this cabinet used to come right out to here. And the idea was that you could reach in it without needing a ladder because it was out, but my wife she's not high. She's little. She's shortish. And she couldn't do that anyways. And it was so deep that you're always losing things in the back. So we took it down anyway, and I just ripped the front of it off and put the doors back on. And I'm not really a cabinet maker, but made it happen. Also ripped this wall used to come way out here with it. So we cut that back. Kind of tidies that corner up. The thing that my wife did, this Brie wax, really made these cabinets look completely different. I like them. It brings It darkened them down quite a bit and brought the grain out more, which is it's nice. The countertops are super nice. We added, I don't know if you remember, I did a video about modifying the island cabinet here to get ready for the countertops. We added this bookshelf on the end, which gave her another almost a foot more counter space, which is good because there's only certain size sinks that come for free with your countertops. And if you want different ones, you got to pay. And you don't really like paying. So this was the smallest one. And it's quite a bit bigger than what we had before. But it works out okay because there's a lot more space here. And the bigger sink has proven to be pretty darn handy. The backsplash, like I said, I last left you. I was just ripping off the drywall. I put up new drywall. I had to cut the drywall behind the stove. I took it right to the floor because I ran PEX to this pot filler and I didn't want to take a chance. It's an outside wall and I didn't want to take a chance of it being in or outside the insulation. So I drilled my hole up from the basement and I pulled all the sheetrock and actually stuffed a little more insulation in behind it and made sure that it was in front of the paper on the insulation so that it shouldn't freeze. Let's hope. PEX is a little more forgiving than copper too. So even if it did freeze a little, the PEX, they say, will swell and give you a little bit of forgiveness there. So once all that was done and this cabinet and the microwave were up, I was able to tile the backsplash in this new tile. And we decided we would do away with the wood around the window and replace it all with tile. There's a tile up the center here. This is that little metal edging you get for the tile. It's very nice. It really is quite tidy. And, you know, the wood was getting kind of nasty. In fact, we're talking, we may sand these, what's left of wood here and paint it white because it's not great and these dividers are not looking too good. So that's a little thing we still got going maybe. We haven't decided yet. But it certainly isn't urgent. This is the other. Used to be a 2-basin sink. Now it's one great big one, which the boss seems to like pretty well. The appliance garage is gone. Now the appliance can park there. That wouldn't fit through the door before. But now it can be in the corner. Made a little extra storage here by putting in these spinny things. And the island, I don't know if you remember, I don't even know if we showed you. I think my wife may have done a video and showed you, but this used to be, you know, this part that hangs over used to be down here a ways. So you sat at it with a chair. And we very seldom used it. It wasn't super handy. And this is just nice to be on one level because if my wife, she likes to bake, she loves to cook. If she needs the space, she can, you know, clear off a few things here. And she's got a nice big flat level workspace to work on. So she likes this very much. The island is a big improvement. If you have questions about any of the stuff that you see, any of these little projects that it took to make this kitchen happen, just feel free to put your questions in the comments. I read them. I will answer them. Like I say 100 times, I'm a terrible DIY video maker. I don't do a good job of it. But I obviously have done the IY. So I can answer your questions. I'm glad to answer your questions. Just fire away anything. Nothing, believe me, nothing is a stupid question. I'm happy to answer. Got my old sign up. A friend of mine gave me that. That's a genuine local antique. Just like me. Pretty much got everything back together. We got a couple pieces of trim yet. And we still have to figure out what to do around this opening here where we took those old beams out. We've decided we're not putting them back in. We're going to just do some sort of trim, but haven't quite nailed it down yet. Going to just stop and think about that for a while because we've been really working at it here. Most of the baseboard trim's all done and back. And honey, are we done?
So, define done.
Done with this kitchen.
Well, the kitchen, yes. But don't forget this ugliness.
Well, yeah, we just talked about that.
I know, we're hosting Easter in a month.
And it probably won't be done.
What?
I think it looks fine.
No, I'm thrilled. I think it came out better than I could have dreamed.
Really?
Yes.
I'm making dreams come true around here?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I spend 90% of my time in my kitchen, and it's a pleasure now.
Nice.
Sometimes in the morning, I'll have my coffee. I'll sit in the living room, facing the kitchen, just so that I can
Gaze at your kitchen. Well, that's nice.
Very happy with how it came out.
Good. That floor, that tile, near killed me. I didn't enjoy that. It's a funny thing with tile. I like the work. I like the process. I like the planning. I like the doing, except for the physicality of it. It really was a lot of work. But it's done, and I'm glad of it. Oh, here's a pro tip. This is a Hunter ceiling fan, and it had these, what sort of looked like a canning jar on it, but, wasn't. It was a little glass thing. And lo and behold, an actual canning jar goes right in there. So if that's your thing, like the whole, antique kitchen thing, you can actually put canning jars on them. That's kind of cool. My wife picked out a variety of them. One thing I found with the tiling of around the window and just tiling in general, even, I had to put a couple brackets into the floor, and I had to mount the window shade and things like that. And it's a lot harder because you have to drill through this darn tile to get your work done. But we got her. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. All right, I haven't been slacking off. People have been saying, "What are you doing? Nothing? Just sitting around?" No, I haven't been sitting around. I've been working. Sometimes you get a project where you put your head down and you charge through and you get it done. And maybe you don't even feel like working on it tonight, but you just do it because you got to get it done. That's this project. It hasn't been terrible, but it hasn't been great either. So we just decided we're not going to take the time to make videos, edit videos, post videos, all that stuff. We just got to charge through here and get it done. So that's what we did. And here it is. It's good. Now I can get doing something else. I can forget about this trimmer on this thing. She don't need that right away. Jeepers. Nagging me. All right, so that's it. We're wrapping this up. Hopefully, I can get on to some other projects, maybe even outdoors projects now. Spring is right around the corner. You can smell it in the air. The birds are singing. We're going to be into it pretty soon. So, I guess that's it for now. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.